we're getting these crazy rainbow clouds. And now they're not gonna zoom. Although it's quite warm today. Should we try it? I don't want to lose the feed. Just a nice morning shot of my time clock. My tree in the sundial. And a couple things that came up today. So, listen to this one Snafu Radio. He's awesome. I love his voice. And, but kind of was throwing out a little bit and threw in that natives used pine needle tea. Apparently, pine needle tea is one of the largest. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, amount of vitamin C producing. So, I'm looking at this pine tree going, what? And then that crack right there was full, like out to here, with pine needles, and I'm like, what? But how do you make pine needle tea taste good? And then I thought about basil, right? Because pine nuts, where'd you get the nuts? Pine nuts and basil make pesto. So is pesto like super high in vitamin C count? Makes you wonder, right? Because you don't cook them. And where do you get pine needles? And then that led to the pine cone. Maybe that's a real pine cone that all the so-called Egyptian dudes with purses or fanny packs really holding in their hand. Has nothing to do with this third eye crap that they just keep wanting to push. See how colorful? It's showing colors in these clouds. I don't know if it's coming through, but okay, so that's where my head went with that. And then I thought of pine cones and the way they burn in fires. Then I thought of pine sap, and maybe that's part of the whole oil deal. I don't know. Because I came across the whole, smoking, what are they? Smoking clove, right? People had clove cigarettes and crap. Ooh, I hated that. But clove oil, clove and sesame seed oil in your mouth, rinse at night, and rub your teeth with turmeric and go to bed, is a way to restore your gums. And to tell you the truth, it's kept me from losing a couple and going to the dentist, which I can't seem to find a good one recent years. So, and then he dropped mullen, smoking mullen, which grows here like a freaking insane animal, and I've been collecting a whole grip of mullen seed last year, and that the leaves of it are similar to tobacco leaves. And then if you smoke mullen, which it might not be like cigarette smoking it or pipe smoking it, but what if it's just, like having it burning like incense? I don't know. I don't know. But then his last deal was about the Yellow Brick Road, the Wizard of Oz. And it reminded me of what I was told a long time ago, was that in the original story written, she had silver slippers, not red, bloody ones like freaking LSDers like to do to everybody. But she wore silver slippers. The Wicked Witch was the, well, she resembled, or she represented, that's the word, she represented money, the greenback, okay? And the takeover of our great, I'm 57, so great grandfathers. And it has to do with the farmers, because that's where she started out, right? And went home to. And the dude was in Oz, Wizard was a balloon dude from the circus, right? So the whole circus thing still in play. And then he said best way is to start a new game, right? If the old game is full of cheaters and liars, and they're pulling the wool over your eyes, then you get up and walk away from that table. How many are you gonna really? I mean, back in the day, you get you shot, right? You get shot under that blackjack table, poker table. Do any of you even know how to play poker? It's a lost art, bro. Oh, and cribbage. The cribbage came up in a discussion. This was yesterday. The cribbage game runs by the numbers of God. Okay? 3, 15, 31. That's the main numbers you need to know when you're playing. But cribbage, when I learned it, taught me more about adding up odd numbers quick, i.e. Tesla's 369, in my head than 12 years of math ever did. Right? Okay. And there's a board and pegs. I don't know. Something I thought yesterday. So, oh, and another one was that the other day, on a different calendar, was a new year. So we're like, and they took that away from us too. I was in the code searcher channel. That guy's he's really pulling some awesome codes out of the old code scrolls, that came out in the 70s and everybody was on it. Well, he hasn't dropped it, and God's finally revealing. I believe the dude is full on prophet, because I've been watching him for a few years, and his property was saved during the whole Kilauea deal, and he's just really neat what he's doing, what he's revealing, what God is revealing to him, literally. And he's totally humble about it. So, Code Searcher, look him up. And Gabriel Cruz is still alive. And I'm glad. I don't know what happened, but it's probably Rebecca's, or who knows, but glad to see him, or glad to finally see them let me see his stuff. I don't know. What do you think? Anyway, that's my thoughts for today. I was going to write them down. See? But I got out my balancing balls to juggle. That's how you start to learn to juggle one ball. He's a one-ball man. He's up to the rodeo. And I wanted to show people the sky. The sun is out. It's beautiful. It's warm. Here in my sound studio. I got the traveling one there getting ready. And there's the little whoopee. Well, I cleaned the yard out, sorta. Letting it kind of tell me what it wants to do. I'm thinking about where to put that mullen that I gathered. Oh, it's got cold. It got cold all of a sudden. These clouds are awesome. And you gotta wonder, when they're colored like that, I mean, is it showing up? Should I try a zoom? Let's see if it zooms in this warm weather. What was that? Get that focus. Come on. Yeah, there's the colors. Look at that. And he dipped down. Wow, it's covering it. Look at that. Ain't that crazy? Oh, wait. No, it's not covering this one up. Different chemicals reflect different colors. I know that. So is it volcano chemicals, spray chemicals? No one seems to know. Everybody wants to stay with the planet deal, but I don't know, I ain't buying it. I don't know. Look at that big old face now. Hey, dude. Wow. See? Eyes, nose, mouth. Okay. Might get some sun shots later and a moon shot. Maybe if this holds out. That'd be cool. Okay, have a good day. March 16th, 2021. Oh, and look for that Prather report. I gotta go listen to it. But that Clip Eyes Woo, that was pretty good. I didn't listen to most of it, but he's always good. Cliff High. And that was it pretty much for the morning. NTM out. Oh my gosh. Follow the yellow brick road, but buy silver, 'cause it's gonna bounce. Love y'all peeps. Oh, and I hung this silver, shiny silver bow, boa, sparkly deal. Can't tell it from here, but there's clouds way down there. Okay, have a good day.